Alright, hey, what's up everyone? Today we're going to be doing a little bit of stuff to do with taking your online videos and getting the MP3 or whatever audio format you want out of them. Because sometimes you might hear something that sounds really cool and it's in a video, and it's like there's no option to download the video, and even if there is, then you have to find a way to get the audio out of it. And there are many different ways to do this. I will touch on a few. Some that are should maybe be kind of obvious, and others that might not be. Depends on what your taste in it is. And one I actually self-taught myself a few years ago, or maybe it's more than that. But first I wanted to do a little bit of an all-in-one video for Ryzen update. That video is coming. The videos to follow about the BIOS and everything had a little bit of I guess you'd call it hiccup. You know, firmware and everything is new, and the BIOS is still in progress for the most part, and it just actually took almost literally 24 hours, like an entire day, to get it actually up and running. But that is coming, don't worry guys. We'll get back on that I guess as soon as we finish this video, unless something life-altering comes up. So first thing we want to do is find a video, and what actually inspired me to do this recently, like I said, I did come up with a way a few years ago, but we'll touch on that as we get through to the video part, is let's see, Chrome, and we have this. Now this is actually like a really nice kind of piece of relaxing oriental music. So what I guess you can kind of tell that by it's Chinese, or so says Google. But anyway, where was I? Oh crap, okay. Yeah, so I found this, and it was actually in a wallpaper engine, like wallpaper. It was animated wallpaper, but it had this music, so it linked to there. I followed it here, and normally what you do to, like in the extremely techie way to do stuff, to find it, you would inspect the element, and then Chrome made it really easy with being able to have it highlighted. You see, as you do different parts of this, then the page is highlighted, and then you'd go down through here until you find the piece that's, where is it? It's in here somewhere, that highlights over the video player, and then you'd follow it all the way down, or you can click this and click that. It'll give you something like this, but you know, this is actually protected by whatever the domain site name is, and you can't really get to it. And then your next option might be to go through sources and blah blah blah, all that other freaking difficult stuff. And if you have something cool like internet download manager, then it would automatically have you to download this video. It would be a little button right here, and on my other computer I had it there. It was acting up, acting weird. It didn't work. It didn't pop up, so I had to do it the old-fashioned way. Well, kind of old-fashioned. I tried that, like I said, you couldn't get it. So the next thing that you would do, as I learned a few years ago, is you can take a program like Camtasia or OBS. Camtasia, except for the free trial or free version, or I'm not even sure what they're doing now, but OBS is so much better. I'm using OBS to record this right now, so I can't really use that to do anything with, but you just set it to audio capture, like it should be audio output capture. I can actually show you this right. Oh wow, that's like a very bad mirroring effect, but yeah, you just click add and audio output, and that will be there. So after you have that, you don't even have to capture the video if you don't want to. If you're just wanting to do the MP3 or the audio file for, after you capture the video, then you can do you can use Camtasia, as I mentioned before, and it'll have a right click option under the audio to export as MP3. You can also do the same thing in Adobe Premiere, and it'll export to Audition, but of course you have to have both of those, and all three of those that I just mentioned cost money, which leads me to this thing that's here on my other tab called Pazera Free Audio Extractor. It comes in an installer and two portables for 64-bit and 32. I already downloaded the 64-bit version, and we can just run it from the zip file. So after we have that, then we can add our files, and then you can tell where you want it to put it, and you can say input to output directory, or output to input directory, which means it will just spit it back out wherever you put it. So I don't know. Well, we'll put this in our music. Keep it nice and orderly, or somewhat. At least we'll try. We'll try to keep it orderly on this relatively new computer. Then you can go to your format. You can choose any of these formats, or you can say try exact audio stream. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I guess it means whatever this was encoded with, it will extract that out of it and put it there. Yeah, like I said, I'm not exactly sure how it does that, but you can try with whatever you want, WMA, WAV file, and MP3 if you want. So I don't know, we'll just do MP3 for example. You can set your bit rate, or you can set it to auto, which to my knowledge audio should be whatever, like same as source, so it'll just put it out in whatever it is. But if you hike this way up, then it would probably be a very large file size. So as long as you had your settings somewhat correct in OBS, and I don't really think it goes over like 44 or 48 in OBS, so you don't really have that much to worry about. The funny thing was, when I put it in Audition, the video file itself was 5 megabytes. I exported it to anything but MP3, like FLAC was 100 and something megabytes, and FLAC was 50 something, and WAV was like 100. So that, I just thought that was kind of amusing. Like, is it upscaling the audio, or is it just making it very large file size for no reason? So I couldn't really tell much difference in the audio, so I guess you just have to take your chances, and this will depend on how big the file is, and you know how much it's rendering, how big the video is, and how fast your computer, blah, you know, you can probably detect all that stuff on your own common sense, I guess. I don't know. You can probably figure all that out for yourself, though. And let's see, we go here. Well, I guess we just had a music there, didn't we? Music, and there is our MP3 file. And this does work, but for the same reason, I couldn't play the video. I can't play audio that may or may not be copyrighted, because then YouTube will try to flag your video for copyright infringement and all that stuff. So anyway, if this video helps you, make sure you leave a like, and feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe, so you make sure that I can't talk today, I'm very sorry. So you make sure that you don't miss any of our great content, including these tutorials and our future Ryzen videos. So we'll try to get back on those Ryzen videos now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.